The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. You want to understand why? Listen to this video. The Bible says in the book of Hosea 4:6, it says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And he says that if you reject knowledge, I'll reject you as well, and I'll also reject your children. What I'm getting ready to share with you is extremely important, and I have the scars to share with you from the lack of knowledge in my goings in the earth and learning the things that I should have learned early on in my age or my life, but I didn't get it down because I was hard-headed. I thought I was smarter than the system. Listen to me very close. There are a couple of things that we teach on this channel, and we'll continue to teach them, share them with you. And that is the three-legged stool approach. The three-legged stool, if you've been here before, you know what I'm talking about and where I'm going. Three-legged stool approach is how to develop legacy wealth and how to develop it in a way that it doesn't pass through the hands of the next generation or the second generation or the third generation from yourself. Wealth can be created at the speed of thought, and it can also disappear at the speed of thought. Wealth can be created at the speed of thought, and it also can disappear at the speed of thought. The first thing you want to do is study and read the book of Proverbs every single day. For the day of the month, it's the 12th day of the month. Today's the 1st of May, 2025. Read Proverbs 1. Tomorrow, read Proverbs 2. If you develop a discipline of doing this, you will be wiser than your instructors. And they will eventually take note that you have an edge. You have an edge. I believe this is what Joseph had on his brothers, and he had an edge in Pharaoh's house because Pharaoh saw that everything Joseph touched, it prospered. But here's the point on the first leg of the stool. Create a business yesterday. So how do we do that? Meaning, make it an urgent priority. Urgent as in house on fire. Start an LLC. Doesn't take you much. Google it, Chat GPT, all kind of ways you can do that online. And start your LLC. Get your IN number, your EIN number, employee identification number, and get your articles of incorporation in your LLC, and go and open up your bank account. And you want to open your bank account in a friendly bank, where you have a friendly banker relationship, to start positioning your company where you put money into your bank as you are growing in your knowledge. That's the first thing. LLC, open it up right away, get an EIN, and then go to the bank. Once you have an EIN, you have a bank account open, and an LLC, you stand a better chance of being able to leverage income from the bank in order to increase your wealth. The second leg to the stool is find property that is not desirable, property that is ugly, properties that others are looking past. Now listen to me very close, this is very important. And be willing to relocate to an area that has a bright future, somewhat of a future in front of it, where properties are available. You don't have to live there, but find a place where, wherever you're at. I'm in Denver, so there's several places I can go to with one stop. Get on one flight, boom, I'm there and I'm out. I go do an Airbnb, pick up a property, refurbish it, get it in good shape, live in the property as soon as I can live in it, so I'm not spending money on the Airbnb, and then make certain that that property is ready to be rent ready. and be able to change the value on that property, but be willing to relocate to the location. Now, a lot of people won't do this because they're locked into an old mindset. I won't get into that part, but be willing to be flexible. In other words, there are so many opportunities, so much potential in marketplaces that you may not be in that community right now, but it's no problem with you being able to get there. If you're in an area, particularly if you have an international airport, you can fly pretty much anywhere and very cheap, and then be willing to do what you need to do in order to get into your first property. Then set a chart of purchasing 2 properties every year, 2 distressed properties every year in that community for the next 5 years. You will have 10 properties if you do this. If you need help with getting money, getting funds, contact me. We can help you with that too. You need help with your credit, contact me. You need help finding property, contact me. Okay, so the second leg to the stool is to own real estate. And you need to own it, again, like yesterday. There are going to be properties that come available in a lot of communities that you may not even consider, but if you're in the position to strike when it's hot, it's a good time to strike, you're going to be surprised at what will come your way. So don't wait for the party to start. Get in the mood for the party so that you will be able to win, and you'll be one of the few that will understand why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. It's all about positioning everything. I teach a lot of this to some of our students. So watch this. And so once you get that first property, you start building on that portfolio, and you can leverage some things. Go to a website called Bigger Pockets. Bigger Pockets. Very good website to go to, get a lot of training, get a lot of knowledge and information from them, and it will help you expedite your education. Another book to read is Think and Grow Rich. I didn't mention that, but read that book also. Think and Grow Rich would be a good book for you, by Napoleon Hill. Okay, so and then the third leg to the stool, and this is the reason why I'm on today, is really to help you to understand how important this third leg is to your portfolio of creating legacy wealth at the speed of thought. So very important. So as you are going through setting up your game plan, your war plan, you want to open up a stock account. You want to open up a brokerage account, actually is what it's called, a brokerage account. You can use Fidelity, you can use Schwab, you can use Robinhood, but open up an account that you can put money in to start buying shares of stocks. Start buying shares of stocks. Now, what I always caution people when I'm on this channel talking to you about these sort of things, I am not a financial advisor. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. And so any advice that I give you on the channel, you shop it with your professionals and don't take me at my word. Go back and do your own due diligence. Disclaimer. So here's what you want to do. You want to open up your brokerage account. Now, I highly recommend you to go to Schwab for a number of reasons. Obviously, I speak English. English is my first language. Schwab always has people who come on who I can understand and will coach me, and very patient. 24/7, 7 days a week, even when the market is closed, I get assistance from Schwab and speak to a live agent real fast. They also have video training in the back office that you can learn everything you need to learn about the stock market. So there's your homework. Talking about the third leg. And the reason why stocks are so very important to own is that it helps you to be in a position to leverage your income. Instead of working for your money, you have your money working for you. Now here's the last nugget on this, and I want to just drop this in your heart. You go back and research it. And most people will become fearful from what I'm getting ready to share with you. Especially people who don't know what they're talking about. They will tell you to stay away from them because you'll lose your shirt, and you don't want to do that because I know a story of this one and Uncle John and Aunt Sue and all that kind of stuff. In one ear and out the other. Okay, education, knowledge is power. The application of knowledge is wisdom. And so when you open up your stock brokerage account, what you want to do is find a stock that is affordable to you based upon your risk tolerance and that you want to own long term. Now you got to do the homework. You got to do the research. And once you find that stock that is affordable to you, where you can own 100 shares of that stock is where you want to be. And once you own 100 shares of a stock, could be Walmart, could it be American Airlines, it could be Home Depot's kind of expensive, but it can be a stock that's under $100 a share. Then you know that this company, you have a good feeling for this company, you want to be an owner of that company, then pay attention to that stock. Learn about its earnings reports. Learn about the stock market. You want to eventually own 100 shares of that stock. And why 100%? Well, 100 shares of any stock puts you in a position to do what is called trading options. Trading options. Now, you may have people tell you not to do that. Don't listen to them because they don't know what they're talking about. And you want to also understand your risk tolerance. But I want you to go to my friend's website, Trading with Rashad. Trading with Rashad. I'll put it in this link below. Brother Sharp. Brother's real sharp. And another lady that's really good, and these are people who have been mentoring me from afar regarding trading the wheel strategy. The wheel strategy, WHEEL. And when you learn how to trade the wheel strategy, you can make money every single day in every market situation. Stock goes up, stock goes down, or anything else, if you understand the wheel strategy. That's the heads up. Three-legged stool, open your LLC, buy real estate, learn the stock market and get 100 shares of a stock, and learn the wheel strategy. And stop talking to people who are on your same level and expose yourself to people who can bring you up to a higher level of thinking that you might be able to accomplish what God has called you to accomplish. God bless you. Hopefully that helps. It will help if you pay attention and you follow through. Shalom.